Hello, my name is Alaskanape, and today I'm going to try and teach you how to get from a wasp to a galaxy class miner, which is the best miner in the game on the build menu. So we're going to start off on a brand new account, and I'm going to teach you a quick way to get a medium level miner relatively quickly in the game. So what you're going to do is you're going to start up on your account, and you're going to run through this tutorial. Yes, show me how to play. Anyway, girls on the right side, and you're just going to open the menu, click ship menu, spawn your ship, and you're going to spawn the wasp that it gives you. Now the wasp is the worst miner in the game that you can actually obtain, so we do not want to stick with this for long. And how to fly, all you have to do is hold left click and drag this around, and you see it'll move around. There are different camera settings, and you can click X to toggle or go through them. And my favorite one is to make it so it's in the middle of a ship like this, so that way when you move around, your camera's not attached to it, and you can actually like look at things without having to worry about, ship moving. So you're just gonna move around like this, and then you can see that W is to accelerate, so we're gonna hold W right now. We're gonna hold W, and we're just gonna start flying. And then to mine, you're gonna select the ore by left clicking, and then you're gonna click, you can either click this button, and click 1, or you can click control. I like to click control just because it selects all of the turrets. That's especially important if you have a larger miner, and you can select all of the turrets at once. You can mine all at once instead of having to click 1, 2, 3, 4, or having to like click it manually. Once you've mined a little bit, you actually don't have to mine all of the ore, you just have to mine it once, and you go back to the UNE base by getting within 1,500 of it, and then you click T to dock. You saw the button right there. You can also click ore to see your ore hold, which we will be using later. We're going to walk through here, we're going to open the menu, we're going to dump this ore, we're going to transfer it. You should always transfer ore directly to your warehouse. You should never sell it, especially if you're a new player and you don't have a good financial situation going on. We're going to transfer that, and then we're going to open ship menu, and we're going to despawn our ship. And now it wants us to build a cruiser, so we're going to go to the build ship. You can see a bunch of different classes. We're going to click cruiser, scroll down to the sixfold, and it's already given us the resources for it. On the actual game, you won't just get the resources like that. You'll actually have to mine for it or buy it using credits. So we're going to spawn the ship that we just built, the sixfold. As you can see, we're spawned in. So you're going to see the pirate marauder on the map and in the mini map on the bottom right, but you can also see it just like right here on the map. So you're going to drag your thing over here by holding it down, and you're going to aim towards it. And then you can like hold S a little bit to like get out of the docking thing so you can actually see your turns. And you're going to click control so you can select all your turns at once. And then or click V. Once you click V, you'll see this warp charging thing. Once it hits like 26k, because we want to get like 4k away, we're going to do that. We're going to click V again. Then once we get close, we're going to aim at it, and we're going to click F, which will shoot our spinal cannons, which are going to do a little bit of damage. F on top of it as we drag our cursor over it, like that. And monitor is relatively easy to beat. You just have to get behind it. That's where the blind spot is. Just gotta fly right behind it. You can click S a little bit to deaccelerate so you can maneuver a little better. Once you get behind it, it's kind of over for him. You just gotta kill it. So just keep clicking F while you're behind it while holding it. Left clicking should be able to kill it relatively quickly. In the event that you do end up losing your sixfold, you will get a sovereign, which is a battleship, in your ship menu that you will be able to spawn. So if you die, it's not really a big deal. Just spawn the sovereign and go back and kill the marauder. So now we've killed the marauder. We got the completed tutorial badge. Usually, when a ship explodes, you'll get nuked, like you just saw. Warp away, there's a nuke, but in tutorial, there isn't really a nuke. And even if you're, it won't damage you. But just be aware that in the main game, if you see that message above, ships exploding, warp out, you should probably warp out because it will probably kill most ships you have. Alright, so now you're gonna click leave tutorial. Go back to the server list. And we're gonna look for a server that is not in endgame, and we can do that by all of these, and we're gonna look for a pre-end game one. So this is pre-end game. This is 49 players. I really don't want to be in a big server like that. We're gonna do 11 out of 50. Alright, now once we're loaded in the game, you'll see that you went to the UNE team. We're gonna open up the menu. We're gonna teleport to Megabase. We're gonna open the menu, ship menu, sell ship, and you'll see that we have a bunch of ships already here. We have to wait like a minute or two so we can actually sell them. It won't let us sell it at the beginning. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go to the bottom right and click codes, and we're gonna enter the following 5 codes, which I'll put up on the screen. Space, Tango, Delta, free money, and build kit. These 5 codes will give us ships and resources that we can sell so we can obtain the Oracle class miner quickly. If you have VIP on the game, you should be able to just buy the Mammoth instead of the Oracle. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. The Oracle is it's in the medium of all the miners. It's not that good, but it's not like terrible. Has a 5,000 ore hold and only 3 medium mining lasers, but the Mammoth has Mammoth mining lasers, which is better than the medium mining lasers. They have 4 of them, and they have 1,000 more ore hold. So if you have VIP in the game, you should just be able to straight up buy the Mammoth instead of the Oracle. But if you don't have VIP, you can just buy the Oracle, and it's really not that big of a difference. But if you can, I would generally recommend you going to the Mammoth. So now I think we've waited a little bit longer. We're going to be able to sell all of these ships. Yep, we're going to sell all these ships, and we're going to have maybe 40k. Yeah, we have 40k, and then we're going to go over here. We're going to open the miner. We're going to do the Oracle miner. We're going to do slash cost Oracle, and we're going to see how much it costs us. See if we can afford it. So as you can see, the manufacturing fee is 9,000. Current material cost almost 15,000, and then the minimum warehouse level is 2. So right now, once you just start out the game, you have a warehouse of 1. So you're going to go back and you're going to upgrade a warehouse to level 2 using 1,000 credits. Then we're going to click ship menu, build ship, miner, and we're going to purchase the Oracle just straight up by clicking the plus button on all of these. Now we have the Oracle. So now we're going to change teams, or we can create a team. We're going to look for any team that isn't at war. This team, no one's on it, so we're going to go ahead and join that. You can see if a team is at war by clicking the diplomacy tag, and you can just select all these different teams. If any of them are at war, it'll say here in red that they're at war, but none are at war, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to go ahead and open menu, ship menu, spawn ship. We're going to spawn a Oracle, and I'm going to teach you the basics of mining. Once you get close to an ore, all you have to do is left click it and then click control to select all your turns. You want to mine close to your base as well. You also want to check your surroundings. You see there's a pirate dragoon over here, but it's kind of far away. But you just want to be aware of your surroundings and make sure there's no pirates or any aliens that come up to you. Obviously, you know, one pirate swarm or one pirate dragoon or one alien swarmer, they're not gonna kill you. But if it's bigger ships or if there's multiple of them, they could hurt you. And you know, most of the times they do dive you. And by dive, I mean they will follow you back to wherever you warp. So they'll follow you and try and kill you. So it's a good idea to stay close to your base using your miner. As with most economy ships, you know, freighters, miners, etc., it's important that you don't use them while at war. As stated before, you can check the diplomacy tab and make sure you're not at war. And there'll be a war message at the top when you're declared war on and in chat. It'll be in like this cyan text, and it'll say you've been declared war on, or so and so has declared war on so and so, and just make sure that you're okay. If you get declared war on, it's best idea is to just go back to your base and despawn, and just to either change teams or change servers, because you really do not want to lose the miner that you spent so much time to get. One good update that they came up with, I believe it was a suggestion that they did this. They made it so that any miner with an ore hold below 6,000, which the Oracle is, you will get a 100% insurance when your ship dies. So if your ship gets killed, by other players, aliens, pirates, any way your ship dies, if it's the first time you've died in a miner, you will get 100% insurance. You'll get all the money back, so you can just rebuy it. But you only get that once. When you first join a pre-game server, what you want to do is create a team, and if your team is not close to the megabase, you want to continually create teams until you're close to the megabase. This is because megabase, star bases, planets, the freedom base, and the Delaware station all have ores that will spawn around them, so it's important that you have a close spawn to it so you don't have to warp far away to get the ores. It is important to mention that you can only dump your ores at your own starbase, so you can't go to other starbases and dump your ore. If you want to make more money mining, it's important that you join pre-endgame servers, because any server that's in endgame won't spawn as much ores. One important thing to note is that when you're trying to get a Galaxy miner, you do have to have VIP to get it for cheaper. So with VIP, it costs around 400,000 credits, but without VIP, you need to have 600,000 credits, and then you also have to have like 4 data archives and 2 ascension crystals, I believe. Once your ore hole does get full, you can just go back to your starbase, open the menu, and dump the ore. And as you can see, this might show up. It says upgrade your warehouse to level 3 for credits, and it'll say that 0 items have been transferred. You have to upgrade your warehouse to put them in your warehouse, because as you can see in the ore hold, we have 5,000, but we don't have enough space in our warehouse for all that. So we have to actually upgrade our warehouse, which you can just do by clicking that. Then we'll just redo our action, and then we'll dump the ore. So now when we open our warehouse, you will see that we have 1,620 iridium, and that's 2,430 out of 3,000. So we are going to need to upgrade our warehouse in the future if we want to buy more ships. And I believe Orca is a cargo hold level 8, or a warehouse level 8. And so we can find that out by doing /cost Orca. As you can see, the minimum warehouse level is 8, and it costs 116,000 credits. So we will have to do a lot of mining for this. Let me actually see how much you get per run in Oracle. I would say about 11,000 credits per run in Oracle, which is not actually that bad. That would take, what, like 10 runs to get all of the resources required for an Orca. So if you do like one run every 4 or 5 minutes, it should only take you 40 to 50 minutes to get an Orca. This is my first type of Galaxy related content, or any really content on this channel, so I'm going to continue posting Galaxy content, whether that's guides, combat tips, etc, etc. So I'm definitely going to continue posting content because I love this game. I've been playing this game since I was like 10, and I'll continue to play this game, and I really want this game to grow as big as it used to be, and I will do everything that I can to contribute to that growth. If you have any questions, you can look at the description where I will have posted the Galaxy Discord, and also post the Galaxypedia site, which I used to see all the stats for the ships in the game. You can also ask questions in the comments, which I'll look at fairly regularly, and I'll try and answer some questions. So thank you, and make sure to stay tuned because I will definitely be posting more content very soon. Thank you.